Hi, everybody. Sue here. I have a question for you, just getting started here while people are getting on. How many of you even get a newspaper anymore? I know we used to. You probably remember the Chicago Heights Star. We'd get it what, Sundays and Thursdays. We'd read the sports section, maybe see who's engaged or getting married, and then we would read the obituaries, right? Well, today I watched a TED Talk. If you don't know what TED Talks are, I'll throw the whole TED Talk in the comments so you can check it out when I'm done here. But the speaker he runs a company that focuses on insights from past data. So he'll take data from things and see if we can apply that data and learn something from it to apply it going forward. So he was talking about how he would start his day with his breakfast and his newspaper, and he would read the New York Times. And he would start with the obituaries. That was just what he did. So he decided that he one day was thinking, could we learn something from data from the obituaries in the New York Times? Were there any lessons that we could pull out of there? So he looked at data from 2,000 non-paid obituaries. So it was obituaries that editors would, hey Brian, are you bowling well? He would, okay, now you're distracting me. Let me finish. Okay, he looked at data, right, from 2,000 non-paid obituaries. So ones that the editors chose to put in the paper. From 20 months between 2015 and 2016. And he looked at the headlines, just the headlines first, to see if any of the words there would matter. So here's an example. See if you can guess who this headline is. An artist who defied genre. Does anyone know whose obituary headline that might be? It's a famous person. Singer, Justin Timberlake did a little bit of his tribute to him on Sunday. Purple Rain. Okay, it's Prince. An artist who defied genre. That was Prince. Okay, and then another one, an example of one of the headlines is Titan of Boxing in the 20th Century. So who might that be? Anybody have a guess? That is Titan of Boxing in the 20th Century is Muhammad Ali. So what he found in the headlines were words that were in common that came up a lot were singer, pioneer, founder, director, writer. There was film, theater, music, dance. The arts were huge. The arts were in over 40% of the obituary headlines. Another interesting fact or statistic he found was that on average, or the average age at which people accomplished their thing, their significant thing, was the age of 37. So if you think about that, it'll take you an average of 37 years to accomplish your thing that people will remember you by on an average of 44 years later when you die at the age of 81. So that's just a lesson in patience. Think about that. Be patient in that thing that you're trying to accomplish because good things take time to grow. What else did he look at? So he wanted to dive in deeper. So he, instead of just looking at the first or at the headline, he wanted to look at the whole first paragraph of these obituaries to see what kind of common threads he could find in there. So famous or non-famous people, the overwhelming majority of the first paragraph made a positive dent in the fabric of lives. They helped people. The word helped was in the overwhelming majority of those obituaries. So ask yourselves as you go back to your daily lives, how am I using my talents to help society? There's a powerful lesson. If more people lived trying to be famous, like lived their lives trying to be famous in death, not really, but think about your legacy. Like, what do you want people to say about you at your funeral? I guess it's kind of the same thing. The world would be a much better place, right? So think about that. I'm going to throw the whole thing so you can get the better version than I've explained it to you. You can take a look at it if you're interested. I'll post it in the comments. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful night.